Alright, everybody. Let's see if I'm live.
Scores. Crowd goes wild. Come on already.
Alright, there's not going to be a title for this. Give me a second, guys, so I can...
I'm bored already. It's a real scorch out here.
For sure. Something smells delightfully horrible.
Okay, here we go. About chat. So, I wanted to put this video out in response to Gamey Daddy's video on Unbreakable being kind of, I guess, broken or useless. So he had asked if anybody had a build using Unbreakable that was actually viable. So I'm using Unbreakable, and obviously you can see I'm spec'd into a lot of armor, but this is a PvE build only, and I'm utilizing the whatchamacallit, True Patriot pieces. So I'm going to be running 4 pieces of True Patriot. And as you can see, I've got 43% damage to elites, 33% hazard protection. I made this build for the raid specifically, to give myself a lot more survivability. But it does do a pretty good amount of damage. I'm using a black market LMG as well as the classic M60, which seems to be what everybody's running. I'd like to try and get the damage up a little higher. I'm also running this, the Liberty, for the holstered talent. To try and get myself back as much LMG ammo as possible. Now I ran a mission yesterday or the day before, and I can show you. Here, if I go into my capture, and as you can see, I did top everybody else, and I wasn't in the back. I was right up in the NPCs' faces, tanking them. I got 108 kills, 98k damage, and I put as much, let's see, health and armor that I could into the build as possible, and I tried to put damage mods where I could. As you can see, I'm using the Gilligard for the total armor and the hazard protection, so I'm using the 2 pieces of Gilligard, and I've also got Patience on, just in case I start getting damaged too much. I can take cover and heal myself up real quick. I found that using the drone was a little better than using the chem launcher with this build, because you want to be up in their face, you know, basically being the tank, trying to take all the aggro off of the rest of the group. So you want to be able to get your heals where you can, and stopping to take cover using the chem launcher just didn't seem to work as well as being able to run around objects using the drone and getting that extra heal from the drone. So this is the build. I made a couple variations of the build using Bloodsucker as well. Bloodsucker seems to work fairly well with it if you prefer Bloodsucker. Both seem to be similar to Nomad, but I would say as far as Bloodsucker goes, you're going to want to be on PC, because Bloodsucker relies on you making those shots and taking that armor off of the elites and the purples. And the aiming system just isn't as good in console. So let me show you the Unbreakable stats that I have here. So as you can see, for the weapons, I've got Preservation, Allegro, and Protected Reload. They're the mods that I'm running. This LMG kicks rather hard, so I thought that using the stability mods would be better than trying to put more damage into it, because if you're not hitting your shots, especially on console, the build just isn't going to work. So also using a secondary LMG for those, you know, bosses. You want to try and DPS them down as fast as possible to make sure that they're, you know, you're taking all the aggro off everybody. And as you can see, this is the weapon damage for the LMG. Got your 33% crit damage, 13% crit hit chance, headshot damage, and I try to hit as many headshots as I can so I can get that headshot damage use in. And then for my offensive skills, I've got all 5.5% all weapon damage, got 25% LMG damage. I could switch over to a SMG if I wanted. It does decent amount of damage. Got 43% damage to elites and 12% damage to armor. And then if I switch over, it's pretty much the same as the other weapon. And then the handheld pistol obviously does a little more damage to elites since it's the Liberty. And these are my defensive stats. I don't rely on the skill-based stats, so it'd be pointless to show you those. But as you can see, all of my resistances are up really high, over 50% for each one. So I'm pretty resistant to pretty much anything. This is your basic tank build. This is what you want to be running, and that Unbreakable helps a lot. It gives you that second chance to take down those NPCs before they can get you. And I also made a Unstoppable version of it as well, just to test it out. Obviously these ones you're gonna probably want to take cover under, so you know, you can try them out. Um, Show you the rest of the stats for these. You got, you know, 20,000 health, 11,000 armor. I do have pieces that I could use to get them higher, but it's a shame you can only spec into to one and not, you know, two of them like we did in the Division 2 with the classified gear. It's unfortunate. I mean, I could get this up a lot higher than it is. And the LMG damage, 6% health. I mean, I know I've got a higher percentage health that I could throw on here, but I can't change it because it's just, I can't. I could make this build so much better. Still looking for a higher armor roll for this one, and my armor will be up higher. I'm trying to hit 300,000, but we'll see if that happens. And obviously, I can get better mods for the thing, you know, as time goes on, and it'll just get tankier and tankier. So it's just waiting. As you can see, this, you know, 7,000 health. I mean, if I can find that for the other pieces, I mean, I'm just gonna be super tanky. I wish I could put what is it, damage to elites, I think, or weapon damage instead of that crit hit. I'm not sure if you can get it on this, but that would be nice to have the weapon damage as opposed to the crit hit damage, just for that initial burst of damage. Let's see the Unbreakable piece. Where is it? There it is here. So that's what you got for the Unbreakable. And I can get a higher weapon damage mod, or damage to armor, I mean. And that 4% damage, or total armor, that helps as well. I'll show you this again one more time. Alright, and that's the build. That's what we got. I'm gonna give you a look at the Unbreakable build as well. I mean, sorry, the can't remember what it's called. Oh, Unstoppable Force. Yeah, so that's the Unstoppable Force there. Doesn't do as much damage, but and the Bloodsucker stats. Alright, and those are the three builds that I got for you. Yeah, I hope you liked them, Gamey Daddy, if you're watching. Appreciate you stopping by too, and you know, replying to my message. Appreciate it. But yeah, you know, if you can get the pieces, try them out, man. I mean, I love it. I was up in the NPC's faces, tanking them, and I really didn't have to worry about going down. I was tanky enough. You know, obviously there's, you know, the heavies are gonna scare you a little bit, you know, when they're trying to take you, but
All set? Yeah. You okay?
you know, I really can't remember what mission I ran it on.
All set? Yeah. You okay?
The one where you have to destroy the ships at the end. I just don't remember which one it was. Oh, this one here. I think I ran it on that one.
No sign of hostiles along the shore.
See if I can get some matchmaking going on here. Let's just start it out and see what we can get here.
Taking down the outcast stronghold and neutralizing their leader, Emmeline Shaw, will do serious damage to the faction. Also, Henry has intel that a mechanical engineer from the campus settlement was brought here recently, so be on the lookout for captives.
We've got a few hostiles ahead.
Wish I had other guys here. I don't want to go out in the open without backup. See that? What you call it? So difficult to aim with this build. I mean, on console.
Oh yeah.
Vital signs critical. Agent down.
And then I got that 7 seconds.
You have been promoted to group
There we
leader.
go, we got somebody in.
More bad guys just past the fuselage of the cargo plane. No indication they heard the shooting.
Anything? Not a goddamn thing. Why are we patrolling this far out? Because Emmeline told us to. Take it up with her if you got a complaint.
You are now group leader. You have been promoted to group leader.
He moves so
Now group
fast.
leader. You have been promoted to group leader.
Got one left shot.
You are now group leader.
You're my fire.
Oh,
Can't move.
see.
Serious trauma detected.
Keep saying that I have people with me, but I'm not seeing them.
Keep your eyes open. It might be nothing, but it might be something. Is that supposed to be helpful, Earl? Because it isn't. Shut your damn mouth before I shut it for you. Both of you, shut up. Them up. Time for some more justice. You bastard!
Where's he at?
Knew it! They're laughing at us. Haven't you done enough? They're sneaking up on me.
no direct way into the main compound from where you are. If you can get up on the wind, you can detour around to the west along the quarantine barricade. Coming up on a burn pit. At least half a dozen hostiles, but it doesn't look like they're expecting you.
You have been promoted to group leader. You are now group leader. Another agent has joined your group.
For those who spread the green poison! Just roll over and die! You die here!
There he is.
You watch!
These guys are so fast, man.
I'll see what I can do! You need an fire, buddy! Not another one!
I'm working as fast as I can. Take that thing somewhere else. Help me, please! These guys are insane. Have to get me out of here. I hope you burn this whole place to the ground. I'll be happy to put some miles between you.
Another agent is now in your group.
Time to get out. Check on them.
I don't know if I can put into words. I don't see you again. Whoa.
You're coming up on the central area, and it looks like they've sealed the gate.
Then you're gonna have to find a way to unseal it.
Those outside have sacrificed themselves for you. Prove that their sacrifice was not in vain.
Another agent has joined your group. Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent incapacitated. Serious trauma detected.
Someone will take the heat off me. Emily needs you.
Immediate medical assistance needed. An agent needs assistance. Agent out of action.
Shouldn't have turned around.
Agent vital signs 0.
Fuck you and your friends. Baby, bye.
malfunction.
Sneaking up on me. The last one you get.
Be careful. They're bound to be expecting. What the hell was that?
A group of hostiles is moving toward a boat on the east shore. They're escorting someone who appears to be unarmed.
If Emmeline gets away, finding her isn't going to be easy. You've got to stop that boat. Find a way to the shore and make sure that boat doesn't get away. What's going on with that boat?
Hasn't launched yet. Looks like they're in the process of fueling it. There are big tanks on either side of the boat.
Those tanks are a primary target. What about Emmeline?
Already aboard the boat. Assuming that was her.
Taking too many shots.
distance.
The outcasts are going to be much less of a problem than before. You know, what happened to them was horrific. But what they did was even worse. I just hope they're finally at peace.
You.
Alright, so that wasn't my best run, but you see it's tanky enough to take through, you know, pretty much any mission. I was pushing it a little too hard, going in there just showing you, you know, just how much it can take. I would have held back a little bit in certain situations. It's nice when you have somebody else up there with you, up in the front. It helps a little bit, keeps you from going down as fast. But that's for, you know, when you're running with a team that you're used to. That was just a group of randoms that were kind of hanging out, you know. So, yep. So I'll stop it there, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoy the build, if you try it out. It's a really good build. It does heal pretty fast. I did put a lot of passive healing on it. Let me see, like extra incoming healing, armor regeneration. It does regenerate on its own. Let me show you that real quick. Let's fast travel to, see if I have a... Well, in case you guys didn't know, you could fast travel to the guns and some of the different things on the map. You don't have to actually travel to a particular point. So, let's see.
Identified. Hostile broadcast detected.
It's fine.
Hostile supply convoy nearby.
So, yeah, here's one right here. So let's kill all but one guy, maybe?
Enemies too close.
Looks like I got into a little bit of situation.
Vital signs critical.
Going headhunting next time.
Any other situation? Oh shit. I think somebody would have been downed already. Where the hell do you go? Bust this here.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Alright, let's stand back here.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Alright. Trying to show you guys the healing, and it won't let me.
Putting any fire down there. I can't see that tanker.
Civilians in distress.
Jesus. They're everywhere. Alright, let him do some damage here. Alright. Where is he at? Yeah, I think anybody else would have been dead by now. This is really showing you how the build can work. If it weren't for that Unbreakable, man, I'd gone down a ton of times.
Access key detected.
Guys.
Get back! And it's gonna keep
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
See it healing itself.
I need to reload.
Got that healing going on. Not even in cover or anything. Oh.
Don't do anything.
This build would work so much better on PC. Oh, there's my supplies.
Hostiles guarding location nearby. A hostile control point detected.
I don't have a shot. I'm gonna take you apart.
There's another Gilligard. Well, that's nice. We're gonna take that one. Let's check this one out. Oops. Could use that 11. See, that's where I wish I could put that weapon damage on there. But I could always use that 11%, 11.5% health on something else. Alright, and that's how the build works, guys.
Drinking water nearby. Hostile control point nearby.
Alright guys, thanks for stopping by, checking out the build, I appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one.